Hi, my name is Aaron Walker. I'm president and founder of View from the Top. I'm a premier life and business coach, and I help ordinary men become extraordinary in all they do. I want to take just a moment and talk to you about profit first. You know, I was introduced to this concept about 2.5 years ago, and I was a little bit leery, just to be honest with you, about this concept. I wasn't familiar with it. Good friend of mine, Dave Ramsey, does the envelope system, and someone equated it to me as a digital envelope system. Absolutely, this has transformed the way I do my finances. I quickly went to the bank and opened 5 different accounts. And I just want to give the testament to one of those accounts. We're right in the middle of a pandemic right now, the coronavirus. And I want to tell you, if it hasn't been for profit first, I wouldn't have the leeway that I have to run my business today. My runway is about 1.5 years long now as a result of donating money to my profit account each and every month. And I just want to give a testimonial today to the profit first methodology. It works.
Wow, what an amazing testimonial for the profit first system. Imagine that, 1.5 years cash runway. Hey, it's the Profit Answer Man, Rocky Lalvani. The goal of this show is to help you, the small business owner, understand your financial numbers so you can make better business decisions. We learn money mastery without all the complicated accounting mumbo jumbo using a very simple system. Your accountant's too busy documenting your transactions and creating a rearview mirror of what happened. My guess is you don't even look at the reports they send you. If you're like most small business owners, you struggle with this. It's not your fault. We aren't taught money in school. The Profit First system was created by Mike Michalowicz, and it works. And he certified me to help you implement the system in your business. Let's face it, without cash flow, you can't pay your employees, buy needed materials, or pay your mortgage and support your family. I help you to do that and more so you can focus on the parts of the business you love and receive the rewards for the labor and investment into your business. Just remember, more revenue does not equal more profit. That's why we focus on the bottom line. In order to help you, I need your help. Let me know where you're struggling and what you want to hear more about. Email me at questions@profitanswerman.com. There's no the, or go to the Profit Answer Man Facebook group and post them. I'll answer questions on the show. I'll also directly respond back to you, and we can also make it anonymous. Today, we're going to talk about the core principles of Profit First. You heard Big A talk about what it means for his business. This is big. Changing habits is hard. I know. I've been changing many of mine. But most of the time, we can't stick with it. I go into that in detail on my other podcast, Richer Soul, where we talk about life beyond money. For years, I was fat. And one simple way to fix this is to eat less. I have a habit of eating everything on my plate. A simple way to make a change is to get a smaller plate. People in the restaurant business understand this. If they want you to eat less, they give you a smaller plate. You naturally eat less. Profit First is based on smaller plates or bank account balances. When all our money is in one account, we forget that some of it may not be ours. For example, we owe taxes. It's the government's money that's still in our account, and we forget it belongs to them. We're also not naturally frugal, except when we have to be. As the Profit First system forces us to be frugal, we leverage a habit we already have. The second principle is to serve sequentially. We all love dessert, but many times when we're eating out, we're too full for it. That's why some people joke they want to have dessert first. But what if we ate our vegetables first? Then we would for sure be doing the right things in the right order and still be able to eat the rest of our food in moderation. It's the same principle. What if we paid ourselves first? You've heard the concept, but most people do it. I will tell you, it's what created my wealth. This system naturally forces you to pay yourself first. The third principle is to remove temptations. For me, it's chips and cookies. And the way we do that is we actually hide the tax and profit accounts so you don't steal from them. Because if you're like me, you probably will. The fourth and final principle is to enforce a rhythm, right? You don't want to go to the grocery store hungry because you will spend more. If you eat first, you buy less. What we do is remove all the money you've already spent when the sales come in and ensure what's left is what you can spend. And it's basically a smaller plate. This is based on a principle called Parkinson's Law, which states work expands so as to fill the time available for its completion. Going back to the plate size, the bigger the plate, the more you eat. The smaller the plate, the less you eat. The longer you're given to complete a project, the longer you take. But when you only have a few hours, you somehow get it done. So let's pull out our taxes, our pay, our profit, our super large expenses, and what's left is our operating expenses, what we can spend. Less temptation, more resourcefulness. The second principle is based on the primacy effect. What you see first is what you anchor on. So the formula sales minus expenses equals profit means that profit is the last thing you see. It's a leftover. And clearly, that's not what we want. The third principle is to remove the temptation. Take the profit first, pay yourself first, out of sight, out of mind. This is why 401k accounts can make you a millionaire. Mine did. They come out automatically, they get hidden away, and you can't touch them. The fourth principle, create the rhythm. We make allocations, and generally most people do it on the 10th and the 25th of the month. Yours might be different depending on how your business works. And so the system creates a natural cash flow system, and money flows to its intended places based on the allocations for your business. And then we change them over time in baby steps to help you become more profitable over time. One of the objections I hear is that we need to reinvest in the business. Sure you do, but you also need to be profitable. Remember Paul from the last episode? He was profitable starting out in his business. It was part of his business model. The real question is, when do you plan to be profitable? The new equation is sales minus profit equals expenses. So you take profit first. It's built into your pricing and business model. Expenses are last. They always say the third time's a charm. So let's go back through it. Number one, we use small plates. The money comes into your income account. We serve it sequentially to your profit, tax, owner's pay, and operating expense accounts. Some people have some other special accounts depending on the type of business. We remove temptation by moving our profit and tax account to another bank so we don't steal from ourselves. We hide it from everyone. We have a system of doing this every month on the 10th and 25th or whatever works for your business. What would it mean for you to be profitable now in this moment? Everyone wants to raise the bar and celebrate top-line revenue growth, but some businesses can sell less, make more money, and enjoy more time with their family because they focus on being profitable instead of being big. Start small, maybe with 1% to your profit account, and then the next quarter, add another 1% and go to 2%. These are baby steps. Full implementation might take 1 to 2 years over time for you to make those changes that need to get done. This week's action step: if you're an elite business owner, open up all your accounts and start allocating. For everyone else, let's try a baby step. Open one account and name it the profit account. And every couple of weeks, as you sit down to do your numbers, take 1% of everything that comes in and put it into that one profit account. That's it. Teeny easy step. You won't miss $1 out of 100. It's not that big a deal. But over time, you will have tremendous amounts of profit and the ability to save. Can you imagine having a 1.5 year long cash runway in your business like Aaron Walker, who opened this episode, did? We'll go deeper into figuring out the allocations for each account and how to improve them in a later chapter. By the way, if you want these first 2 chapters for free, go to profitanswerman.com and click on the button to get the 2 chapters of the book for free. In closing, you don't need more resources. You need to be more resourceful, and this system helps you to do that. In order to make this the best podcast and to help you, I do need your help, though. What do you want to learn about? What are your questions? Where are you struggling with this? And am I being clear? Email me. It's questions@profitanswerman.com. Let me know. I read every single email. I also want to share your stories on the podcast. So if you have success, let me know. Or if you have failure, let me know. Let's talk about it and let's get real. Hey, it's time to thrive and grow. Have a profitable week.